Good afternoon, Pool Player Nation. I'm Becky Johnston, joined here today by Bill Tufts.
Thank you,
and
Becky.
If Bill is here with us, you know that only means one thing, right?
World Pool Championships time?
Vegas is around the corner,
Yes,
right?
Yes. So we're definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming up quick, as everybody knows. Behind us, we're already in the midst of packing everything that needs to go out there.
Getting on a truck and heading out there.
That's right, getting all the things ready. But we are here today to make sure you guys are ready before you head out to Vegas. So we're going to kind of cover all of the things that you guys need to be prepared before you go out there, when you go out there. We're going to cover it all today.
Yes, we are. And I think we start off with the event program, don't we?
Yes, the event program is definitely number one. When you guys go out to Vegas, make sure that you bookmark the event program. If you're old school and you want to print it out, print it out.
We have some people, we have some staff to print it out.
Some staff might still want to print it out, right? But it is going to have everything that you need for the event, right?
Literally everything. And if it doesn't, it points you in the direction where you can find those answers.
Exactly. We have that on our Facebook page. It's linked on poolplayers.com. All of our social media channels should have the links to it, so that's where you guys can access it, and then we'll post it in the comments here too, so that you can access it that way. Yeah,
so it's got everything in it, from dress code rules, prize money payouts,
agendas,
exhibition, all of our vendors, literally everything.
Yeah, it's got, it even has event maps in there, so you can view a map of the Westgate and see where things are.
Absolutely.
If you're not familiar with it. So it's your one-stop shop when it comes to everything event related. And most of what we're going to cover today is also in the event program.
It is. There are a few things though that we'll cover that a little bit outside of what we put directly into the event program, but we'll definitely hit the highlights of it.
Yeah. We'll try to give you guys a few tips and tricks here and there for, we've been a few times,
Just
right?
a few times. A few dozen now.
A few, I'd say. So first off, let's start out with before you get to Vegas. Before you go to Vegas, first thing you're going to want to do is register, right?
Yes, you're going to want to register. So registration is now open. You want to go through your member services app to register you for the tournament. This is not only your registration for the event, it's also your skill level certification.
Right.
So every member of the team needs to go to the member services app and actually certify and register themselves. So it's not a thing where the team captain can do it for everybody or he's doing it for the whole team. Every individual member of the team that's going to be participating in Las Vegas has to do the registration process in order to play.
Right. Yep.
So,
very important tip there.
Yeah. So we do it online.
Right.
We also have some limited on-site for a few people that might have some issues. So there's a limited on-site, but
a couple hours, one day for each event.
It's very, very limited.
Yes.
And that's why it's important for you to go out and actually register now so that you can make sure you've got that out of the way. You don't have to come talk to a tournament director. You don't have to go through all of that and be squeezed into that 2-hour time frame, stand in a line to do it.
Right.
If you do it through the member services app, you're good to go. You're ready to play.
Yeah, nothing you have to do when you get to Vegas.
Yep.
I know you got to pick up your goodie bags when you get there, which we can talk about in a little bit, but that's really it, right?
Yeah, that's really it. So in order to play, yes, you got to certify, you've got to register. From there, there's a lot of other things you got to do. You got to get on a plane, maybe. You've got to drive out. You've got to pack for all that stuff, and then you also have to get to the hotel and just kind of get a lay of the land. But if you're registered, just one less thing you can check off that box.
Exactly. So make sure you do that. Registration closes 24 hours prior to the start of each event. So the registration date that it closes is going to vary by event. But just kind of look at, whenever 8-ball starts, 24 hours before that is when the online registration is going to close.
And I think it's very important to let everybody know that if you're not registered at the time we print score sheets for your first round or your round, your skill level won't print on that score sheet. And that means that your team can't use you for 23 rule purposes. That means you can't play. Your next opportunity to play would be after you then register and the next round of play. So if the score sheets go out and you're not registered, you don't get to play in that round. So it's very important to get it done early, make sure that that's taken care of. And for all you team captains out there and teammates, make sure that everybody on your team has done this as well.
Absolutely. If anyone needs help, getting to their member services account, help them. set that
Absolutely.
up. It's not too difficult.
You can always call us up too if you
That's
run
true.
into any issues.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we'd be happy to help you through it.
Absolutely. So we're registered. Now we need to pack for Vegas.
Yeah.
I want to say one of the most popular questions that we get is, how do I get my queue out there?
How do I get my queue?
Yeah.
So it's tricky. Airlines, right, they won't let you carry it on.
Right.
Sometimes people have gotten lucky, maybe a good flight attendant, somebody that's like understanding of the whole situation, but for the most part, the queue is not allowed inside the cabin. So you either have to check it
Right.
with your check luggage, which you better make sure that it's really safe
Yep.
if you're gonna do that. You could always ship it out to Las Vegas. But FedEx, I think the best thing to do is make sure that it's well protected if you're going to check it, and then check it for the plane.
Yeah.
If you're driving, a little bit easier. And if for some reason you make it to Vegas and your queue does not, or it doesn't make it there in the condition you want it to be in, we have plenty of vendors that sell queues,
true.
repair queues, and do all that, so you can find that on site as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then other things that you guys should pack before you go out there. I would say some of the most important things, comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes.
Right? I want to say that's like the most important thing.
You guys could probably find 10 videos of us doing this.
Yes.
Throughout history, it's one of the first things we're going to tackle whenever it
Yep.
comes to packing. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes. It is concrete everywhere. The walks are long everywhere. Everything seems like it's just right over there.
It's like it's there.
It's not just right over there.
Never.
It's a lot further. It's amazing how height and size can change your perspective on how far away something is.
Right.
Make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes, and also for your rounds of play. I mean, again, it is carpeted, but it's a very thin carpet, and it's a lot of concrete under it. So you want to make sure that your feet are well taken care of.
For sure. Another tip that I would give to, make sure you bring a sweatshirt. I know that seems crazy.
Yeah, it's only like 114 degrees out
You're
there.
literally walking into an oven of the desert of Las Vegas, but those tournament rooms get cold.
They do.
Like, I very rarely do not have a jacket on when I'm out there.
So we're talking about a huge convention space,
Yes.
150,000 square foot space. We're gonna have a ton of bodies in there. So during the day, it can actually get a little bit warm in there during the day. So they have to crank the AC. It takes a long time for these rooms to cool down.
Yeah.
But what happens is as play goes on in the tournament, people start to thin out as the day goes. When they thin out, those rooms become much, much more noticeably cooler. Definitely want to have a jacket, a light jacket to wear in those situations, something to stay warm, long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're stepping outside, aside from avoidance of the sun maybe on your skin, no real need for long sleeves.
Yeah, besides some sunscreen, definitely will
you
not
won't see
need
any
that
long sleeves outside. No,
outside.
no.
It will be, not gonna lie, it will be hot
It will
in
be
Las
hot,
Vegas
yes.
this time of year. Other things to pack, you guys need to prepare yourself if you make it to the finals room, right?
It's absolutely crazy to me how many times we have to address a dress code issue going into the finals. We have dress code for regular standard play in the big rooms.
Much more laxed.
It is much more lax. It's due to volume. I mean, there's just so many people, and we expect people to adhere to the dress code. But with that one, it's definitely got more leeway, right? So we can keep things flowing and keep things moving. When we get to the finals, though, when we get to the Pool Dog Championship Arena, it is key that you are, to a T, wearing appropriate clothes.
Correct.
If you're not, you won't be able to play. As a matter of fact, you'd forfeit your match if you got called. So I know we're going into a team match. Somebody posts a player, that player's not dressed appropriately, they're going to forfeit that match because we don't have time for somebody to go and change at that point. So you need to prepare as if you're going to be in there.
Yes.
Right? Just in case.
Mindset-wise too, right?
You never know.
I'm going to make it there.
The clothes you've got to wear in the championship arena, they're not bad for a steakhouse or
That's
a night
true.
out on
This is
town
true,
or
for a
something
nice
else
night
anyway.
out. Yeah.
So it's not a bad idea to have that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the gist of it is, you can see up on the screen there, no shorts.
No shorts.
No jeans.
No jeans.
I mean, that's kind of...
There are some, like no hats. There
No
are
hats,
some instances where we have allowed those for medical reasons.
Sure.
If you have any questions on the dress code, either part of it, whether it's the regular dress code or the Pool Dog Championship Arena dress code, see a tournament director. You might not know who a tournament director is. There are a lot of people in suits. I would say find somebody in a suit that works for APA, but the easiest thing to do is find an APA staff member and ask them where a tournament director is.
Yeah.
And typically our tournament directors are on each of our main control stages. So when you're in the tournament room and you see a tournament stage, there's going to be a tournament director nearby.
Sure.
So if you have any questions, go there or go to our
Event program.
Event program or information booth.
Oh, that's
as
right.
well.
Yeah,
and
the
they can
info
get a
booth's
hold
good
of,
too. Yeah.
Get a hold of us as well.
But the dress code, the full dress code, is linked in the event program.
Yes,
so
it
before
is.
you go out there, check that out, because like I said, it is a little bit more laxed for regular tournament play. I think shorts are allowed.
Yes, they are.
For that, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit more casual.
Shorts and t-shirts are allowed in regular play.
Appropriate t-shirts, guys.
T-shirts always. T-shirts are allowed in the championship arena too, if they're matching team shirts that are appropriate. But they have to be matching. There's some rules to that. You can't just have 8 different t-shirts from the same bar or something and say that's a team shirt.
Right.
It's not. They've got to be. There's got to be some consistency to the actual shirt, like a uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we do what we can to police it in the regular room. We will, and we have. It's a lot easier for us to police it in the championship arena.
For
we
sure.
absolutely will.
Don't make us.
Don't make us. That's the worst.
Please.
Could you imagine showing up? You're going to play in a semifinal match, and now you're worried
And
about
you don't have
not having
the
the
right
right
thing to
shirt
wear.
or pants on.
Exactly.
It's awful.
We don't want to have to do that. So check out the event program again before you even go out to Vegas to make sure that you are prepared for that. Any other things we need to remind them of before they go to Vegas to pack?
Really, I think that's it. Maybe,
Yeah, those are the important things.
maybe a
I think.
positive attitude. You're
That's a
gonna
good
you're gonna
one.
face. I mean, traveling's traveling, so you're gonna face lines. You're gonna face some adversity at times. Different.
Par for the course.
Yeah, it's par for the course. We've all been through it. We might be through it again, but I know with our staff,
Yeah.
we say just stay positive about it. It's gonna be a good experience. Eventually, you will get you there. You'll be good hands,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
But a positive attitude goes a long way.
It does. That's a good point. So once you arrive in Vegas, if you're flying, obviously you're going to need to get to the Westgate or to wherever you're staying. Generally, the easiest ways to get there is going to be a cab or an Uber, a rideshare, I should say. Don't try to walk.
Yeah,
maybe?
don't do the walk thing. It's really hot. It's not that safe.
And it's not that close.
And it's very
either.
long,
It's
so
not
don't walk.
far, but it's not like walking close.
It's pretty far. It's further than it looks.
It is.
But yeah, definitely don't walk it. So they do have a shuttle service. That's probably your cheapest option.
Okay.
You can also do the ride share. But what I tend to find is that the ride share, while convenient, it's also the longer of the lines whenever you get there.
It's a little further away, too.
It's a little further away. You got to kind of find it in the airport. The taxi cab stand is typically where I go.
Same.
And it can look like a giant line, but it moves
so quick.
fast. It
It's
moves
so quick.
fast. They've just got them lined up and ready to go for groups, which is really key. And so I normally just go with the cab.
Yeah, seems to be generally around $20 to $30 to get from there to the Westgate, depending on time of day, the mode of transportation.
Yeah, you
that
can always
kind
do
of thing.
limo.
Yeah, you want to make it,
I want to
do
go down
it
the strip
right.
and do
Yeah,
it right.
first
You could
time to Vegas. And
go in on a limo. There's always guys ready to pick you up with one of those too.
Yeah, absolutely. So you do that, get to the Westgate, and I think we'd encourage you guys to kind of familiarize yourself with the space.
Yeah, if you've looked at the event program by then, which we expect that you have,
Yes.
you'll see the maps in there. So it's key when you get on site to find out what those actually look like in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing on paper, it's a totally different thing whenever you're there. But familiarize yourself with the space. We've got 3 main tournament rooms, which you guys can see now. Each of them have a sea of pool tables in them. And so if you haven't been there before, it can get a little confusing. Just know, you'll know when you're in the biggest room.
You will.
You'll
it's
know.
the last one.
It's the last one. It's easily the biggest one. You'll know when you get there. That's where most of our activity is going to happen when it comes to the team events, including the team captains. We will have play in Tournament Room C. That's the room we're talking about. That play will also happen in Tournament Room B. Tournament Room A is reserved for our Mini Mania.
Right.
And Mega Mania shares some of that space.
With the Mini Mania?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So very big though, and we have staff all over this place. So again, if you guys have any questions, if you get lost, just ask somebody. We'll get you where you need to go.
More than happy. And like you said a few minutes ago, we do have that event information booth.
Yes.
Where you can go, and they're literally, that's their job, is to be there to
That's their
answer
job.
your questions.
Yeah, so the main entrance into the tournament space is actually just past the restaurant. So when you get to the Westgate, if you look for signs for Benihana, for Edge Steakhouse, that's the path you want to go.
Exactly.
When you get to the end of that hall, there's going to be a room in front of you. That's actually our Mini Mania room. And then just over your left shoulder, right? That'll be our information booth. So we'll have staff there throughout the event to help anybody that's got any questions on anything and point you in the right direction. It's a little tricky because it is kind of, you get down there and then it's kind of over your left shoulder.
Over to the side,
but just ask, you'll be able to see it and find it right across from the photo booth.
Yes,
so
where they'll be taking team photos and stuff. Yeah, it's right there. Yep. It's not hard to find.
Once you're down there, it's not difficult.
No, it's not.
No.
I mean, we've done it a few times, but I think you guys will have no problem at all. And like we showed a couple times, that event map can help you as well to kind of navigate around. But if you're looking for the main tournament room, just keep walking.
Just keep walking.
Basically what it comes down to.
You'll know
right?
when you got to it. You'll know when you're at the last one.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you familiarize yourself, all of the agendas are going to be in the event program. I know we keep referring to that, but that really is where all the info you can find there is. So when there's going to be practice tables, opening ceremony, that happens Tuesday, August 4th, the first day of the event at 3:30 p.m. So make sure that you guys show up for that.
And that is in the big room.
Yeah. Yes, that's in the big room.
Yes, tournament room C. So we look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope to see everybody there. We sing the national anthem, and it's just kind of a,
it's a good kickoff.
Good kickoff for the week.
Exciting
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yes.
2 weeks that we're there. So other things. Obviously, we said the agendas are in the event program. You mentioned a minute ago the photo booth. There's lots of exhibitors that are going to be out there.
Yeah.
Tons.
So that's one of the first ones you're going to see because it's right there in the foyer.
Yep.
But just on the other side of that is our mini mania room.
Exactly.
And that's where you're going to find the bulk of our vendors, our exhibitors. They're in there, and literally everything you guys could need regarding pool, right? Anything you want, they have it.
Need a new cue, need some merch, need some apparel, like whatever you're looking for. I would be very surprised if you couldn't find it.
I'd be shocked if it exists in the pool world and it's not being sold out there.
I think we have put as many exhibitors as we possibly can at this event, to the point to where we have people who want to come, but we just simply don't have the space for it, right?
And we added a few new booths this time, so we were able to squeeze in a few more. So we're kind of excited about that and see how that goes, because we do have a list. People want to be a part of it.
And we want to include as many as we can.
Exactly. It's great for both parties, right? Great for them and great for our players to have that accessibility.
Absolutely. You may have seen on that exhibitors list, we do have a few of our fan favorites that are going to be there as well, including Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, Dr. Q, Tom Rossman, Feder Gorst is going to be there.
Feder's back.
Yeah, Feder's back. He loved our event so much in April that he wanted to come back in August.
Having him.
Yeah, we love having him too. I think you guys like it. And then Florian Kohler, of course. Venom, he will be there during the week as well.
And so we were just showing the schedule for the fan favorites. So not only will they have booths where they'll be doing autographs and selling merch and doing all that shows. But they also will be doing challenge matches, some of them. We've got just some trick shot exhibitions going on, so packed schedule for the week.
Absolutely. Throughout the week.
I know you've worked very hard on that.
I have. I have worked very hard to put that schedule together.
Yes.
So make sure you guys stop by and meet any or all of them. Whether you're there for 8-ball, 9-ball, or team captains, each and every one of those fan favorites will be there at some point during those events.
So where we normally find them is in the event center foyer. So
pretty hard to miss.
Between tournament room B and tournament room C, there's a glassed in area. You won't be able to miss it.
No.
So especially if one of them's doing a show, you won't miss it.
There
will be a crowd. You will wonder what they're all looking at. Guarantee you that's what it is.
And basically from 10 a.m. until about 8, 9 p.m. at night, somebody is in that arena. So like Bill said, stop by and see them at any point during the event. And the schedule is in the event program. So make sure you guys check that out. There's also signage everywhere too with those schedules and stuff on it too.
We try to put up signage pretty much everywhere with this information too, just to make sure. Sometimes people don't watch these. Sometimes they don't go find the event program or ask anybody. So we make sure we put
That's right. We've got QR codes with the event program link on it too. So we try to make it as easy for you guys as possible, right? So also in the event, cash payout, I know we mentioned that earlier, but that's going to be in the main tournament room, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, for the most part.
For the most part.
Okay.
There are some special times, like during our finals, where payout will be moved, and at the end of the week for 9-ball, because the rest of the rooms are done.
Right.
And we've closed those down, it moves up to where our event information is. But for the most part, it's going to be at a big desk in the tournament room C, the Paradise Event Center, and they're going every single day. Pretty much.
Yeah, I see that 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. pretty much every day.
Pretty much every day. And when they're not doing that, they are handing out those goodie bags.
That's what I was just gonna, transition to my next question. That is where they pick up goodie bags.
That is
right?
where you pick up goodie bags. So the key with goodie bags is you can get those anytime. Anytime that cash payout is open, you can go, your captain can go pick up your qualifier award money,
right, as
well as your goodie bag for your team. Just the captains, they need to be the captain that's actually on the sheet as the captain.
Right.
There are ways, if your captain can't make it, that we can get a temporary captain.
Sure.
But what you guys are going to see is that there will be a line for this.
Like
the very first day.
Like when it initially opens.
When it initially opened, and I get, if you're the first person in line, if you weren't waiting there for 3 hours, then it would make sense.
But you don't need to do that.
But you don't have to do any of
Yeah.
it. You can literally wait for it to have nobody there. And as long as we've got staff sitting up there, you can go and actually get this part of the trip taken care of.
Right.
But it used to be a thing where we would do registration at the same time. And that would be the registration where everybody would turn in their cert forms and everything. And you had to be in that line.
Right.
So we're talking 700 teams at the time, and everybody's got a team captain. They got to be in the line, and of course they're going to bring their buddy with them.
Right,
and it would be
right.
chaos.
Yep, I remember.
But now that we're doing online registration, we don't have to do that part anymore.
Makes it so much easier.
So when it comes to the goodie bags, there's no rush.
Yeah.
If you're registered online and you verify that your teammates are registered online as well, you're good to go. You can play. You don't have to stand in that line. You don't have to do any of that.
Just do it at some point.
Just do it at some point before you go.
Leave. Yeah, exactly.
There's some money there for you, and well, for our 8-ball and 9-ball teams, for our team captains, there's the goodie bags, and there's goodie bags for the other groups as well.
Yeah, nice. Practice tables
available
all the time, right? We're gonna have them in the conference rooms?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So we've got 40 tables, roughly 40 tables lined up for the practice rooms that'll just be dedicated practice rooms. Then in the Mini Mania room, we actually dedicate, I believe it's 1 row of tables to practice, unless we've got some overflow matches for minis that we have to play on there.
Yeah.
And then after that, I know everybody wants to practice every single round. Unfortunately, we use just about every single table for every single round until we get deep into the tournament. So if you're looking to practice, morning is the time to do it. So when we open up the doors up until like 8 to 8:45, we've got practice in all of the rooms.
Okay.
Every single table is available for practice, but from there it can be shut down. And if, say, we're in the middle of 8-ball, we're going to use every single table in tournament room C, tournament room B. So you're not going to get opportunities to practice there, and those other rooms, those could be full too. So this is one of those things where people got to kind of schedule it in, find some time to do it. We will make more tables available as they become available, but again, at the very outset of the tournament, we just need every table to keep this thing on track.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the coin machines for them to be able to do that, right?
Yeah, the tokens.
They can, if they need that.
Yes, so practice is, it costs $1 per game.
Right.
We have tokens, actual token machines that you guys can get those. Once play begins, actual round play begins for 8-ball, 9-ball team captains, the tables are open for play.
Right.
So the only time that you actually pay into the tables is during practice.
It's just to practice, yeah. Yep. That is a question. I manage our social media, so I see all your guys' questions, and that is one that we get a lot, is why do we have to pay for tables? And you don't, unless you're practicing. Exactly.
Unless you're practicing.
Right.
Yep.
We didn't mention this a minute ago. When it comes to cash payout, identification, making sure if you traveled to Vegas,
you needed
to have your ID as it is.
Yeah, and that would be
like
true
to mention it.
For our players coming from Singapore, Japan,
Canada.
You guys have to have your passports, your identification to get over here. That works for the team captain. Here in the States, we have to have driver's license or passport to get on a plane as well. That works. Sometimes people lose these things though. Unfortunately,
freak
it
out.
does. Oh, people do, and that's one of the things I get to deal with all the time. The questions I get to deal with is when somebody it goes missing. There are things we can do to verify your identity that would allow you to play in the tournament should you forget your ID.
Right.
When it comes to the payouts, though, that's not going to
No.
work. And when it comes to getting back on a plane,
But
that's
you're
not
gonna
going
need
to work.
some for that, too.
So yeah, that comes with, when you lose one of those, you got to file a report, police report, and all that stuff, and then they give you a temporary one. So make sure you watch your stuff. Don't lose your wallet. Don't lose your IDs. Make sure you have those,
very good
especially when it
point.
comes to payout, things like that. Now, when it comes to actual playing your rounds, you need to have it then as well, because your opponent needs to verify that you are who you say you are.
Exactly.
And it's very key that the opponent needs to be asking to see those IDs before each individual match.
Yeah, don't be offended if somebody does that.
Absolutely not.
It is the
Absolutely
protocol
not.
that you're supposed to
Now,
do.
you do that before the match begins.
Not in the middle of
Not
it.
in the middle of the match. That's the wrong time to ask if somebody is who they say they
Right.
are. And that's something that we will address, but we will address it after the match
Yeah.
is over, because we're not going to allow any kind of sharking or anything like that might be going on. And it is the responsibility of both teams to ID their opponents prior to the start of the match. That does not mean that before the match, 8 IDs get presented to one team and 8 IDs on the other side, because we're talking about rounds that can go up to 5 hours.
Yep.
You really going to remember all the pictures and all the names and everything on 8 IDs that you saw in
3 hours ago?
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Likely not. So before the individual matches play, that's when you want to ID somebody. And again, if you don't have your ID, there are things we can do to verify your identity that allow you to play. That's about as far as it goes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to money, comes to travel, all that stuff, you're going to need the real thing.
For sure. And we have referees around all the time,
Yes.
24/7 as well. I know you mentioned the floor managers and the tournament directors too, but the first line that somebody would go to is a referee, right?
Most of the time, that's the first person they're going to see during rounds of play. Like if you're actually in a match, the referee is going to be the one obviously doing hit calls, doing
Right.
rulings. Anything that's not going right on the floor, that's going to be your first point of contact. Above the referees is the floor manager. The floor manager oversees everything on the floor, specifically the referees, and make sure that everything's going well on their side. If they've got any questions, that's who they're going to take it to, as their floor manager. Above the floor manager are our tournament directors. Slight difference. So
Right.
floor managers typically wear a blue suit.
Yep.
Most people don't notice that.
Yeah.
Our tournament directors wear black suits, most part. But our tournament directors typically are on the stages. So if there's a question the floor manager can't answer, then they're going to go to the tournament directors. From there, there's only one other level to escalate it to, and that's event supervisors like myself,
Right.
counterparts Zach and Tim throughout the day. And when we get the answer, it's pretty much the end of the line as far as that goes. If
Yeah.
it's a ruling you're disagreeing with, and you disagree with the referee, you disagree with the floor manager, you disagree with the tournament director, if it gets to us and the ruling's still what it is, there's nobody left to disagree
Right.
to. But you can assure yourself that you went through every single chain.
Channel.
Yeah. And this is very key. If you guys don't like an answer that a referee gives, or a floor manager, or a tournament director, you can always ask for that next level, right? But you need to go through those levels.
Just
you
be
know,
nice.
Be nice about it, and sometimes they're unique situations that have never come up before. It seems to happen
It
every
happens.
single tournament. But sometimes it's things where legitimately maybe a call was incorrect.
Right.
Right. And the time for us to correct that is right then.
Yes.
We can't correct a
Not
call.
3 matches later.
We can't correct a call a shot later.
Exactly.
For the most part. Every sport's got this. Once the next play happens, there's no going back and fixing the play before it. So if you've got a question in that moment, make sure that you're working through those channels. If you don't agree with the referee, ask for the floor manager. If you don't agree with the floor manager, ask for a tournament director. If you don't agree with the tournament director, you probably should just let it go at that point.
at that point,
If you've
it's
heard
probably-
from 3
you're
different
good.
sources, but there is one more source, and that's event supervisor. And we're happy to
Yeah.
come over and dive in to the situation and then come up with a solution.
Yeah. My biggest thing is please just be nice to to all the staff, really.
Yeah.
But those referees, they're players just like you guys that are there volunteering their time
Yep,
to do this.
to be a part of the
to be a
event,
part of it.
to help us, and just for the experience. You
Right.
know? So while they're volunteers and they're out there, they get some training and things. They're human, and there's not a sport on earth that I've ever watched where bad calls don't happen.
Right.
where human element doesn't come into play or where something unique doesn't come into play.
We are all human.
So just know that they're trying to do the best that they can. They may not be correct, right? And if they're not, you can let them know politely that you'd like to speak to someone else.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that, and we will go through the chains. It's a lot more difficult if honestly, if the person questioning things is being overly difficult about it, right? Because that can get us into other rules of conduct, things that maybe the situation was screwed up in the beginning, maybe we could have fixed that, but now you've gone and done something that actually violated another rule in your conduct towards staff. So we just want to make sure everybody knows we're there for you, and we really are trying to do the best we can. Just be courteous with us as much as possible. We will do the same, and we'll come up with an answer. Just might not be the one that you want.
It's going to happen. And when it comes to rulings, the rules are also linked in the event program. There's a link to them in there. You can always go to rules.poolplayers.com as well. It's available 24/7 for you guys to view the rules. But I know there are some different like championship rules that we have linked in here.
We just want to make sure that everybody knows the championship rules supersede the official team manual rules, right? But we use a combination of both of them. So the rules that do supersede it, we're very specific about those in the Whirlpool Championship rules. But then our fallback is obviously the official team manual and the rules that are written in there. What we tend to find is people looking to apply their bylaws.
Yeah.
Right? Like they've got something locally written in as a bylaw and they think it's a national rule, and that's where the discrepancy comes in and where the argument might come in. Bylaws do not apply here. So it's just the official team manual, Whirlpool Championships, and then any official rulings we have to make on site that get added to our official APA rulings for us to use in the future.
Yeah, so make sure you check those out before you go out there too, so you're familiar with the rules, but you can also refer to them as you need to.
Absolutely.
On there as
Definitely
well.
have it. Definitely have that link. It's so much easier. And with rules.poolplayers.com, so much easier to just search for the rule and find it. Yeah. So, but if you need confirmation on it, the wording doesn't sound right, just ask an official.
For sure. One thing we have not mentioned yet, CompuSport. Like, how do you guys figure out when you're playing, right?
Yes. So
that's
you guys,
one of the biggest things.
CompuSport is a partner of ours. They do all of our bracketing. So anything to do with the brackets, advancement, when you play next, where you play next, including your table assignment, everything goes through CompuSport. If you want to follow somebody, say you've got you're one team coming from an area, you got another team that's in the event from the same area, you want to see how they're doing and track them, you can do it through the app as well. Friends, family back home, they can follow you through the event and see your progress as it goes through also. So you can sign up for the notifications through the app, and then that'll alert you anytime we make a change. Like we just advanced your match or we called your table.
Right.
That's where it would pop up with a notification. So definitely important, vital. It's a must-have. Good news is we have kiosks set up too. So if you don't have the app on your phone, you don't have access to it for some reason, we do have computer stations set up throughout the tournament spaces that you can use. And again, we're happy to help you if you need to find out where you need to go.
Absolutely. And I know I'm going to get this question a lot. When are the brackets going to be available, Bill?
Approximately 24 hours prior to the start of the event.
Usually 1 to 2 days.
1 to 2 days, prior to the start of the event. And the reason for that lag time is there's just a lot of information. A lot of things that we have to make sure are right on our side before we present that information to the public. Last thing we want to do is put something out there and then have to change it when people have already made plans based on the thing that they saw. And maybe they didn't go back out and check it again to see, did APA change something? So we're just waiting to the last possible moment, make sure everything's right before we post those to you guys.
I promise we will get it out as soon as we possibly can.
I promise you most likely will not know who you're playing against or have any frame of reference for what it means outside of the time that you're playing, right? And the name of the team that you're playing against, which I understand the time is very important, but we got opening ceremonies. We expect everybody to be there. We hope everybody's already in Vegas by then, because you could be in that first round and you guys already have flights booked. So hopefully you plan for that potential. But only a certain amount of teams can play in the first round, 222, I believe, in the big room, and then it's like another 100 in the other room. So yeah, we've got about 300 teams out of 800. say an 8-ball that'll play in that first round. So it's not everybody. But through the next couple rounds, we'll get you.
Yeah, because we've got I'm trying to think of what the number is, the number of teams total. It's like, I want to say over like 1,700, is that right?
Yeah, it's over 1,700.
Something like that? Oh, I was close, 1,900.
So the graphic's a little bit backwards.
Okay.
So switch those. 8-ball is actually the 833 teams. 9-ball is the 696.
Okay, we've got that, yeah.
I will say that these are the largest events we've ever had for these two, outside of the double year, outside of the COVID year.
Outside the COVID year when we had
this is the most teams we've ever had in 8-ball.
Amazing.
This is the most teams we've ever had in 9-ball.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I mean, we are the world's largest pool tournament, and we continue to grow that every single year.
Yep.
So
we even took a bunch of events and moved them to April, and we still
have
that title.
Right, it's still that
But
big.
that's why we moved those things, was because we saw these numbers coming. And we just keep getting more and more teams. We love having you guys out. We just want to make the room for you.
Yeah, there's only so much time.
Only so much time. I think everybody's spending enough time out there for a full tournament. I don't think we could ask much more.
No, we certainly couldn't. 2 weeks as well. A lot more for you.
Yeah, it's only
more than 2 weeks.
It's only 22 days.
It's only 22 days. That's it. So be nice to Bill, okay? If you see Bill, be nice to him. He's there for a really long time. Other things that we need to know. Oh, we're going to be live streaming. We're going to be live streaming all of the finals matches. That's kind of our marketing deal. So the 8-ball, 9-ball, and team captains will be live streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and it will be on Billiard TV Live as well.
Awesome.
So you can watch it on your TV on the big screen from home.
While you're dressed all appropriately.
While you're dressed appropriately.
For all time. That is kind of the other point about that room is what we're filming, what we're putting out there, it's going to live forever. So again.
I mean, Billiard TV, that's huge. That's on.
What, we're on there every Monday?
Yeah, we're on there every Monday
streaming
night.
Matches. You guys can go check it out. But for those that make it to the finals in this one, you'll be on there too.
Yep. I know it's a channel on my TV at home. So, I mean, just think of the amount of people that could be watching this. And then all of the finals, like you said, Monday nights are APA night on Billiard TV. So they will be re-airing them throughout the year as well.
Yeah, but you guys do a great job with the stream.
Thank
you.
I mean, you guys are a huge part of that too. It's a team effort.
Big team effort, but I know that when it goes out there, just how professional everything looks and how you guys do it all, it's just really impressive. And for the players, the experience that they're getting when they do make it to that room, I know it's just incredible.
Top notch.
They give us feedback on that all the time, so we love sharing that experience with them.
Absolutely. We hope to see you guys there. Any other? How many tables do we have this year?
297 officially.
Okay.
So that's a little bit less.
We
took out some from our mini mania room, not because we can't use more tables, but because comfortability, the amount of people we've got in and the vendors, it just made sense. Plus we upped the practice room. So 297 though, still a lot of tables. And we're talking about team seating too. This isn't seating for singles and doubles. Yeah, got to have places for the teams to sit. So that naturally limits the amount of tables you have, but 297.
Yeah, over 14,000 players.
14,000.
It's a lot.
I remember when we had all those other groups and we weren't.
I know, right? And it
players.
wasn't that high. That's crazy. It's impressive. Oh, Mini Mania.
Huge.
Mini Mania is huge, and we run Mega Mania as well.
Yes. So Mini Mania being the smaller tournaments, 8-person up to 32. I think we still do 32 people in it. Each individual pays. We got some doubles in there too, where you can play. Mega Mania is a bit different. Mega Mania is bigger scale. So we're talking $100 entry fee, larger payouts, larger field, up to 64, I do believe.
Yeah.
And we're running quite a few of those. So we typically run these at the end of the events whenever, we've kind of thinned out, we've got enough tables available, we're really not utilizing them for practice, but we know players still want to play.
Sure.
And a lot of times the Mini Mania, with how that scheduling goes and how the sign-up goes, they're already full by the time people get eliminated. So the Mega Mania offers another avenue for players to continue participating and playing pool, which is what the majority of people are coming out there to do. It's not the only thing to do. We encourage you guys to do plenty of other things when you're in Vegas.
There's lots to do.
But for those that want to keep playing pool, we're trying to give you as many opportunities as possible.
Absolutely. And you can find those schedules in the event program, again, if you want to view those ahead of time. And while you're out there as well. Yeah, CompuSport as well is where you can view them. The thing to keep in mind with those, though, and we do get this question quite a bit, is you cannot register for those online. You have to register for them in person, generally 24 hours before the start of the event.
Yes,
right?
And that's a lot of operational things to do, a lot of money. We pay out in cash, right? These kinds of things. So we do require everybody to come down where you'll get ID'd and you'll show your membership card, right?
Right.
And then if you get payout, that's where you go to get the payout too.
Yeah, so definitely check those out. There's lots of different formats and stuff for those that are going to be available.
We came home with I want to say it was a couple $1,000s from Mini Mania that
really?
people did not pick up.
People never picked up.
They never came back and picked it up.
Pick up your money.
Pick up your money.
Make sure.
If you participate in Mini Mania, you get in the money, you can check and see on CompuSport if you're in the money. It'll tell you if you're in the money. If you are, then you just have to come see us before we shut down. And we're running through the last Friday of the event. Was that the 14th?
Yeah, it looks the 14th,
yeah.
I believe.
And so anywhere in that time, you can go to the cash payout line and get paid out. But definitely don't leave Vegas without picking up your money.
No, definitely don't want to do that.
No. It happens
Get
too
that
much.
money. Vegas is expensive too, so
yes, it
you might need that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, we do in the event program have a list of all the food and beverage places at the Westgate. There's tons of them. Options. Yeah, even more than there used to be. So
plus, we actually have cash sales down in the tournament room, tournament space. So there's bars and tournament space. There's food down there too. But then just in general on the resort property, there's tons.
For sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else we haven't covered today? Hopefully we got it all. Hopefully we've told you enough that you are prepared, ready to go on your trip to Vegas.
Anything we did, I'm pretty sure they can find it in that event program.
Find it in the event program,
and if not, you can definitely find it on the website as well. So,
poolplayers.com, Facebook, we will be sharing any information you need.
Yeah, you guys should just from here on out.
It's
like
on Facebook.
Every single day we're putting out something.
For sure. There's that link to the event program again, and we'll have it in the comments as well that you guys can click on. But we look forward to seeing you guys all very soon out in Las Vegas.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. All right. Well, we will see you guys soon, and let us know if you have any more questions. Thanks.